Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Zodiac, back again with another video. Hopefully, I come to become your favorite one-take crypto YouTuber. That is until I either learn how to edit myself or find an editor. Um, I'm back to explain active strategies with Pendle. My previous video was about passive strategy. Few things I want to clear up is that with me using delta neutral does not mean that you're protected from change in price of time. It's delta means change, and it's change in the relation between yield and ownership. What I mean is, if you favor the ownership token strategy, that means you are against the yield token strategy. It is the reason this protocol is called Pendle is because it's like a pendulum swing. You're either on one side or the other, or you could be in the middle. That's the passive strategy. When you're in the passive strategy, you're exposed to both the yield and you're exposed to the ownership token. But when you choose active strategies, you are then deciding that based on your beliefs, you can achieve a higher reward than you would by simply holding time. So now I'm going to explain how you can achieve these higher rewards than just holding time. So what you would do is that you would start it as you did with the last strategy. You go here in the YT markets and you go mint. You take your W memo, your wrap memo, and then you get the two separate assets, the yield token and the ownership token. That being done, you then can either hold those tokens until an opportunity presents itself, because one thing is very obvious. Um, the APR is super high on these markets because the liquidity is low. And what does liquidity mean? It's it's a blessing and it's a curse. Like low liquidity has the worst thing going against it is your slippage. That means if you're a big account, big bag holder, and you come here to trade, you could end up paying high slippage fees. But that also gives an opportunity for people who are actively looking at these charts to straight up profit, arbitraging the opportunities between YT and OT. Like I mentioned before, this is a pendulum swing. There is a limited amount of market participants in this protocol, and they only have two options with their time holdings. And it's very unlikely that these two strategies um, yield the same reward at all times. At some opportunities will present themselves that will give people asymmetric entries. For example, OT memo market dropped to 100% discount. Disregard the K. I don't understand the K in this percentages. There's no 1000% discounts. It is just this is the real discount. Anyway, what I mean by that is that let's look at the chart. What I mean by that is that someone who is participating in this active strategies could be looking at the chart and waiting for a big sell-off in the OT tokens. And what do I mean by that? I mean this. Let me make this chart a little bit more visible. I mean entries like this. Imagine the imagine getting the chance to buy time at $800. And when was this? This was December 19. So not even that long ago. This is an opportunity that you find in Pendle that you can't find anywhere else. Of course, remember that with Pendle there is no free lunch. Just as with time you're always at risk, with Pendle you're always at risk too. Time itself could go to zero. Pendle could have a smart contract vulnerability, and you could also just trade inefficiently. You could make the wrong trade and you could lose a lot of money. So this is a fair warning to everybody who is now seeing the possibilities and thinking, wow, I'm just gonna ape in and make it big here. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't work like that. One thing I would say, if you are interested in catching these opportunities, like somebody sold off enough OT memo on December 29th to drop the price to $900. Like, that's ridiculous. But even then, you could you could be that guy who finds OT memo at $900 and buy it and be super happy. And then time itself could go to $800. Like, I'm not saying it will. I'm super bullish on time, but I can't guarantee that price on time is done falling either. I'm not a magician. I can't tell the future. I'm not a medium or anything like that. So yeah, this is the strategy I see most people favor. But I wouldn't discount looking at the YT markets either. Just have something in your head, like have a have a metaphor for it. If everybody is looking for the OT market perfect buy, that means that the trade is crowded. This is how I see it, at least. If we're in efficient competition and everybody is on the left side of the pond because that's where you get the most fish, but everybody's on the left side and I go on the right side of the pond, now maybe the right side, it seems like the worst side to be at, but it is so empty. Is it still the worst side to be at rather than to be at the side with all those people? So that's why I encourage you to, first of all, when you look into joining the Pendle protocol, you should join the Discord. I highly encourage you to join the Discord. These people are super nice. There's a guy here called Nozo22. He's always answering questions. I don't think he's an official member, but he is he means well. He's very helpful, and he doesn't speak. He's a very knowledgeable. Like, I wouldn't say he's an official member or an expert in any regards. Most of these people aren't. But if you're like a beginner looking at Pendle, like how am I going to use this? Jump into the Discord, ask a few questions. People are really nice here. I'm also here. I work full time though, so I can't really be answering questions all the time. But all I'm saying is, if you find yourself looking at Pendle to increase your returns on time, look at both OT and YT markets. Opportunities could arise that could give you incredible returns. For example, buying OT memo at $900, like that would make me very happy. Or had a crazy market crash on YT. I mean, if I'm already holding YT and it crashes, I wouldn't be too happy myself. But if I am just getting in here and I'm seeing the implied yield at 10,000 at 10%, like at 10,000%, I think that's why the K is in the percentages, because when they're talking about implied yield and Wonderland yield, the K makes a lot of sense here. But when you look at it for the OT token, the K makes no sense. So it's just, I guess it is a newer protocol as well. Like they just came to Avalanche, so it makes sense that they would need a little bit of polishing to do. But yeah, it's all I'm saying, right? Let's say the implied yield is far below real yield, and you get to slurp up all that super cheap yield. Like that would be an amazing opportunity, because we all know that half of time token is this juicy APY. Like I believe in Danny. His vision is amazing. If you look into it, like Sifu is working very hard. Like he's always there answering questions. They acquired a sports betting website, and they have plans to do this very grand vision of the Frog Nation. It's very exciting. So don't bet against Wonderland. And yeah, like this is just one option to maybe have more of it at the end. Um, all I want to do is come to you guys with information that people may find useful, and I want to help people here in the space. There's a lot of people who are complete scumbags, and I don't want to be just another person who is not adding any value. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, if you guys think I am wrong about something or I missed something, like don't hesitate to comment on it. Comment below and I'll answer it. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye.